Hi guys, it's Rachel. Welcome back to my channel. I just want to say thank you for tuning in again. I am now 2 weeks postpartum. I just did a 2-week postpartum update, showed the twins, and then kind of a recap of just like what happened in the first week versus the second week being home and how it's been for me and my husband and the twins. So I did want to do a what am I taking to the hospital with me? And unfortunately, because we had an early birth and we went into preterm labor and the boys were born early, I did not record that video. So I actually put everything back in the bag that I took, and we'll just do a quick like what was in my bag when I went to the hospital. To be fair, I was very, I don't want to say unprepared, because truthfully, I did not use the majority of the stuff that I thought I was going to bring, or I didn't need it. So I'm kind of glad it didn't make its way into the bag. I had already packed toiletries, a couple other like things to wear, and a couple things that I thought like, okay, well, we'll definitely need this. But I didn't have time to like really overpack because I thought I would have like a couple more days to get ready. And I was like, oh, I'll just add this in right before we go. So, unfortunately, we went in thinking I was just going to be discharged and that I was kind of like just, you know, having like a little blip in my blood pressure. Unfortunately, that was not the case. We had an emergency C-section, and so that didn't happen. And so we had, when my husband went back to get the hospital bag, it was packed just what I had semi-packed. And so I'm kind of happy I didn't get to overpack because I really didn't need as much as I thought I did originally. So I watched a lot of videos on what is in my hospital bag and a lot of videos of people saying like what they use. And while other people did actually use more stuff than I did, I think all the complications and stuff just made it like I didn't have the vaginal birth that I had hoped for. Instead, we had an emergency C-section, so we didn't use like the speaker, the music, the fake candles for the ambiance, the diffuser. All that stuff didn't get packed, but I wouldn't have been able to use it during my laboring because I didn't have that long before from when we were admitted to when we had the emergency C-section. So kind of glad I didn't pack all that stuff because I would not have used it. However, I did actually just have this bag. This is my baby bag. I got it when I was in Buffalo. Kate Spade was having an insane sale, and so I got it. It has really nice washable fabric, and so I was really happy that I invested in this because I actually did spill stuff into this when I was packing it and at the hospital. So it wipes really easily clean, and it's super roomy, has lots of pockets. So let's start with what's in my bag, what I did have packed. So the first thing that I did pack was my camera charger. This was for the vlog I was going to do while we were laboring. Again, didn't use it. I didn't even pull out my camera once. I also did pack my camera, but didn't pull it out one time. We just didn't have time for that. So good thing it's tiny, took up basically no space, but I did not use it. The second thing that I packed electronic wise, I packed just a charger, and I packed an extra battery pack so that I wasn't sure how the rooms were set up and if they were going, going to have like a lot of outlets in the room that I could use, or even that were close to the bed. They weren't super close to the bed. I would suggest if you have a cord that you invest in one of those super long cords, like the ones that are like 5 or 10, maybe 5 or 10 feet. They're pretty cheap on Amazon. I think you can get them for like 10, 15 bucks, but the outlets were pretty far behind the bed. So when I had like the regular cord plugged in, it basically just rested on the bed. At the end of my stay, like probably 2 days before I was discharged, I found out there was actually an outlet at the base of my bed. Again, a longer charger would have been great because I kind of had to like lean forward to like text and use it and can talk to people if it was plugged in. And when you have a baby, you're going to get a lot of text messages. You're going to get a lot of phone calls. If there are people in your life who you love and they are not close by. So I definitely recommend, if you have a lot of people who call and check on you, definitely get a longer charger, because my phone was constantly dying and I was constantly like hunched over trying to use it while plugged in. This was great. It has like 3 battery charges, and so this is what I use to plug in my phone when I was like I didn't want to hunch for it anymore, so I would attach it to this. But it's only good for about 3 charges. I was there for a total of 8 days, so this thing didn't make it all the way through, but it was definitely helpful. My husband brought one as well and left it there when him and the twins went home before me, so I had a couple extra charges on that one as well. So definitely a battery pack, a long charger cord. I would definitely recommend those. As far as gear that I would wear, I did pack, these are so cute, I can't wait for you guys to see these. These are maternity underpants. You can't tell because my lighting is a little off, but these are full bottoms and they have a V cut very low. I had originally gotten these because I knew that once you have your birth that there would be a lot of bleeding and you would wear a heavy pad, so I bought like very full underpants to put that in. I'm actually really glad I went with the maternity ones that I wore while I had a belly that were cut very low because it was cut below my C-section scar and didn't rub against it. I had several pairs of these in the bag. I'm super happy that those are the ones I brought because after I stopped wearing the hospital underpants, which they do provide for you, they provide pads and underwear. I did not wear those except the last day when I was leaving. The rest of the time I wore the big white mesh underwear the hospital provided. Very comfortable, very soft, did not irritate my C-section scar, came right over it. So I'm glad that I didn't really overpack on that. I only brought, I think, 1 or 2 pairs of those. I also brought just like a really soft, like bandeau type bra. I wore this into the hospital, and then like a couple days in when visitors were there, even though I had a hospital gown on, it was still nice to like have like a soft bra on. And so I had that. And then I also brought a nursing bra. And so again, with the hospital gown on, sometimes I was just like, it was hard to nurse in it. So I would just have the hospital gown off and I would just have this nursing bra that's like a sports bra that just unclips. It's quite large, so it came down like further into my abdomen. I would just have my hospital gown down, and then I could try to breastfeed the boys or pump in this. So this was kind of nice. It was super comfortable. I got this at Motherhood. During my pregnancy, I had several of these. So I brought this, and I brought a pink one as well to the hospital. So brought 2 of these. I did wear them and use them while I was there. So I was really happy with that. I came in my regular like pregnancy, maternity clothes. I left in the same clothes because I did not pack a lot of clothes with me. I did, however, pack one really, really stretchy, like soft tank top. And I'm glad I did because I wore this home and it kind of like held in my stomach. My C-section scar was super, super tender at that point. And so this was just soft and like glided right over it, did not irritate it. And so I recommend if you are going home, I thought I would want something like loose instead of tight, but this actually felt really good over like my stomach. So really stretchy tank top. I would recommend bringing your going home outfit, something super loose. This would have been under it. And then I just didn't pack it, obviously, because I was not planning on staying. The only other clothes I packed in my hospital bag were just 2 onesies. And of course, I had packed newborn at the time when I was, I think I packed it right actually before 35 weeks thinking, well, they're going to be in there a while, so might as well pack newborn. They were way too big on them. And so unfortunately, the boys did not get to wear these home. They actually wore what the hospital provided. They provided the boys with very, very cute little onesies. And we took them home. They were just like swimming in them. And then when they got home, we were able to put them in their preemie clothes. The other things that I packed were just, now this is just like my toiletries and stuff that I use to get ready. I did pack in these little Ziploc bags. They're washable. They're waterproof, and I got them, they're by a brand called Bumpkins, and they're available online. We also have a boutique by me that sells this. These are the cutest prints. I also have a wet bag in this print as well. And they were so, so convenient for bringing all the toiletries and stuff I needed. So I ended up bringing makeup thinking that I would wear makeup. Did not wear makeup at all, not once. And so although I packed such a little bag, I had packed like a BB type cream, blush, mascara, and a little bit of, what else did I put in here? Oh, just some concealer. I don't regret packing this. I think if I had had a regular vaginal delivery without complications, I may have actually put on some makeup a day or two afterwards and taken some photos. That wasn't the case, but I don't regret packing it because it took up so little space, and this thing like barely, you know, makes a difference. I did use the bigger bag to pack some other stuff. I use Lumi deodorant, so I put that in there. Did not use this one time. I actually spent most of the time super hot but not sweating, if that makes sense. I was on magnesium drip, so yeah, that didn't do anything. I didn't sweat. I wasn't sweating from my armpits. I was just super hot, and so I didn't wear deodorant. I brought Moisture Me Nourishing Body Oil by Bombino Organics. I did actually use this after the shower. I felt that my skin was really, really dry, and so yeah, I'm glad I brought this. It has pomegranate and shea butter in it. It smells really, really good. I did use it after my shower. And then of course I packed just again using the Bumpkins bags. I'm so in love with this, like cactus print. Of course I'm out in Arizona, so who's not obsessed with cactuses? Tea tree oil. I don't know why I packed this. I'm so obsessed with the smell of tea tree oil when I was pregnant and that I just like felt like I needed it. And then of course shampoo, conditioner, body wash, which I did actually get to take showers. The nurses helped me. I took a chair shower. It was not at all humiliating like I thought it would be. I actually was super grateful that they helped me. I felt like crying. They were so nice. And like taking a shower kind of made me feel a little bit human. So that was really great. And I packed that. I did use all of those except for the deodorant. The last thing is the prescription bottle. I did bring, I was on prescription heartburn medicine, and then I had a prescription prenatal, and then an acid reducer, and yeah, so that's all that was in there. Oh yeah, and again, clarifying face wash, which I did not use this. I ended up using body wash on my face. I was too tired. And a chapstick that I got last year that smells like birthday cake. It's amazing. And I actually didn't use that either. I couldn't find it. I thought I had left it home. I did not. And again, also one of the larger travel bags of these. Love these bags. Again, I actually took these into the shower with me, and they got wet and they dried out really easily. So thank you guys for tuning in. That's it. That's all I packed in my hospital bag. Everything else, pads, big underpants, snacks, everything else was at the hospital. Anything that I needed, they had. So I'm actually glad I didn't overpack, even though it wasn't on purpose. I actually used most of my bag and don't regret putting anything in it. It wasn't bulky, overwhelming. And of course, now I'm making the video, postpartum 2 weeks, but I'm happy I could share with you and let you know that a hospital that you go to is gonna have a lot of stuff, not to worry about it. So like if you forget something, either someone can run and get it for you, or the hospital probably has it. If you're like us, you'll meet your deductible going in, so you don't have to worry about being charged for anything, because our deductible covered, you know, we hit our deductible, and everything else, everybody's like, oh, don't take the Tylenol, it's expensive. It's gonna go on the hospital bill. We weren't really worried about it. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you like these videos, give it a thumbs up, subscribe so you never miss a video about my twin pregnancy journey, and of course now my postpartum journey. Thank you guys for tuning in. Bye.